Hello Scorpio, and welcome to my channel Green Line Goddess Tarot. This is your monthly reading for October, which means that we are moving into Scorpio season. So very excited for Scorpio season. And so we start off in Libra season, then move into your season. Happy birthday if you are an October Scorpio. We have the moon coming out. Look how perceptive you are going to be. You're going to be looking at something or someone straight on. And I get the sense we've got imagination and perception with the moon. If you're not liking what you're seeing, you're going to let them know. It's kind of a sense of, if they're not putting in the work or doing something the right way, it's going to be like, no. No. Let's see what else is coming in. We've got the Magician, fantastic, willpower and creation. Both of these are very, very psychic energies, actually. So you might be feeling very psychic. But this Magician, willpower and creation, the moon is like, this beautiful owl is kind of saying, I wish it could be like this. I wish this is what my life could be like. And it's like there's a potent energy of being able to manifest that. So be careful what you wish for. But it's also like it's kind of opening up to hopes and dreams, absolutely. But if someone else is not kind of in that hope and dream or not participating in the way that you want them to, I think you could get annoyed with them. So it's kind of might be a little bit of a culling energy of, if you're not up to scratch, then don't come along on this journey with me kind of thing. But yeah, the willpower, there's so much power here in this vision that's forming here for you. It's like, I don't want anyone to ruin that for me, or I don't want anybody that's not good enough or that can't come on this journey with me to... They have to be at the right frequency or the right person. So, yeah, there's this kind of very definite focus that's coming through, but a kind of a real strong sense of what you want from what you're seeing here, from a situation and a vision that's forming. So, yeah, speaking of like October, we're moving into eclipse season. So, yeah, there's a new moon in Libra, which is going to be an eclipse, and the full moon in your opposite sign, Taurus, which is going to be an eclipse. And that's the last eclipse. I know you've kind of going, oh, not eclipses in my season again, because you've had it for the last couple of years. But this is the last one for a long time now. So this is kind of like potentially got a completion energy to it. So there's a finality to this eclipse that's happening at the end of the month. So that's why I think you're seeing something so clearly now, and you might really be strongly getting the message, I'm done. I'm done with this. There's something new I want to do, put the work in with, and yeah, like I said, either somebody or something's coming along or it's not. So we've got freedom is my divine right. I'm free to think wonderful thoughts. I move beyond past limitations into freedom. And this kind of symbolizes and signifies the end of that journey that you went through with the South Node in your sign, with the nodes in the Taurus Scorpio axis. This is the final full stop, the ending to that. So this is where you finally feel like you're freed from it, and you can go, right, I'm moving past these limitations. So anything involved with those prior limitations, or anyone that's not wanting to move beyond those limitations, it's sort of like, yeah, you just don't have time for it, or you just can't do it. You have to move on and evolve. You're ready to expand and step into this beautiful freedom. So it says, I'm free to think wonderful thoughts. I move beyond past limitations into freedom. I'm now becoming all that I'm created to be. And I think one of these things that you're going to really notice is that, yeah, you are becoming this person that you're created to be. And so people will either resonate with that or they won't. Some people won't understand that you've changed, or that you are evolving, I guess is probably a better word for it. So you'll really notice who those people are, I think. It's kind of interesting. So let's see what's shifting and changing for you. These fell out straight away. We've got Pentacle 2, Saturn, Capricorn, and the Moon energy, High Priestess, Taurus, Cancer, the Moon reversed. So interestingly, you've got the Moon twice coming in. But in this card, it's coming in with the High Priestess, not the Moon actual card. I'll put it up this way for the moment. Reversed, it's just saying you are going to have these very, very strong intuitive vibes about people. It's almost like you can read them. You can read their energy. You can read their thoughts. You can read their emotions. So trust that feeling that you're going to get. The Pentacle 2, Saturn, Capricorn. This Saturn energy, I think, is going to be really strong for you. And like Saturn is in Pisces, another water sign, so it is going to be trining your energy. The sun in Scorpio is going to be trining Saturn to a certain degree, to a certain point. And I just get this word, the energies, the words, now it's time to get to work. It's time to get to work. And so this Two of Pentacles is taking that, picking up the tools, taking that initial first step. And it might put a few things out of balance while you're doing that. It might just be that those first steps kind of, do that. But you've got to trust your intuition, this with the High Priestess energy. You got to trust that. So let's see what else is coming through for you, Scorpio. So Scorpio, I just wanted to let you know that this reading is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon and Rising. Always recommend to watch all 3 of your placements if you know where they are, because it gives you a fuller picture of what's going on for you, a more holistic view. And this is a general reading, Scorpio. Just take what feels right, leave the rest. Really trust your intuition, and you will, because you've got the High Priestess here reversed. And it's almost like with the High Priestess reversed, it's like I'm not accepting second best. Look what came out. I'm not expecting second best here. So, yeah, interesting. The High Priestess. It's also saying that something might be in a bit of a transition phase, like an in-between phase. But it's like, but I can see something so clearly and tangibly, because I can see it sort of perhaps through your intuition or psychically. It feels real to you. Other people might not see it though. So, but you can. So you really got to trust that, and you can understand that something is moving towards where it needs to get to. It might, but other people might not necessarily see that. So you've got to really trust the visions and the kind of, the vision of where you want something to go or what you want something to be. So, okay, crossed by the 3 of Pentacles. So I was in the process of saying, Scorpio, I'm just going to put these back because they don't quite feel right. I was in the process of saying that if this is a general reading, and if it does really resonate, there will be an extended reading where we're going to go further into the future and explore it more. So the link for that will be in the description box below, and I usually pin that link to the comments as well. And this is where it's hosted by my Patreon channel, so you also will have a whole heap of access to premium content. So you might like to check that out as well. I get that, you're just going to see things so clearly, and it might be a little bit of talk to the hand. There might be a little bit of that coming in. Look at this, the Sun card coming in for you. The Hanged Man, yeah, this is like enlightening energy coming through for you. The World, yes, completion. That's the Saturn energy coming in. The 9 of Swords, big energies coming through, and the 6 of Cups. Okay, the King of Swords, and one more. The 5 of Cups. Wow. I'm not going back there. I'm moving on. I'm healing. I am, yes, stepping into new emotions, new emotional territory here. So trust those feelings. Absolutely. Trust those deep waters of where you're heading, because you are, the situation is the High Priestess. So this is, a highly intuitive energy. Absolutely. The intuition is going to be super, super strong. It's going to be by your side. There might be some really interesting little synchronicities, but I think you're going to see, so yeah, just pay attention to that. But crossed by the 3 of Pentacles, it's one of those things that this is energy exchanges with other people. And also it's about your self-worth and self-value. So if you're kind of getting the slightest feeling that somebody's not valuing you, or that they're not putting in the time, effort, or energy that is needed and required, I feel like it's almost like you want to block them. Not the other way. This is like a blocking energy. So I feel like you've just got the power. So yeah, interesting. In the conscious mind, we've got the 3 of Wands. So this is you're busy. You're the young emperor. You've got these new things on the boil here, new ambitions coming through, new plans, wanting some positive results coming through. And if you're not seeing that through somebody else's efforts, then yeah, there's something that has to happen here. The 10 of Wands at the base, what's happening deep down is that I feel like there's something here that it's like I'm dedicated. I'm dedicated to this. I'm dedicating myself to this. And even though you might not see the potentials, or you might not be fully on board with it, I am. So Yeah, the Ten of Pentacles is there's something that you're dedicating yourself to, that you're looking for some really positive results, but it's still in this kind of in-between stage at this moment in time. So in the recent past, we've got the Wheel of Fortune. There's been something there's been like I kind of get a big personal expansion that's coming through here with the Wheel of Fortune. I really feel like something is kind of like there's been an expansion in your world, and that this has potentially brought a change with it as well with the Wheel of Fortune. It feels like there's a lot of fated energy around it, but it's like you're ready to move on from something now and just kind of be clear of that and step into something very new. Because we've got the Young Emperor, which is the Aries energy, which is the North Node is in Aries. It's like I'm putting all that old energy behind me. So in the near future, you've got the Sun. Fantastic. Look at this revitalization, joy, seeing things really clearly. This is breakthroughs, new opportunities coming your way. It's just like, get out of my way. Here comes Scorpio coming through. So fantastic. This with the Ace of Cups is really beautiful. It's revitalization, renewal for your heart, beautiful healing and happiness. Both of these cards represent happiness, the Sun and the Ace of Cups. The birth of happiness, the birth of abundance, and revitalized energy around that. So there's something really amazing that's breaking through and, yeah, bringing this beautiful happiness here. The Hanged Man, this is you, and it's kind of like you have patiently waited for this for a long time. You've potentially been wanting it to come. You've seen it come. Perhaps you've gone through an awakening throughout the whole process of it, but you've waited. You've waited. You've waited. You've had to sacrifice. You've gone through a lot, and now it's finally coming your way, which is really fantastic. So you've got, as energy surrounding you, the World card, and this is the Saturn energy of finality, the final ending, the full stop. You know, it's the end, the final card in the major arcana, the end of the Fool's journey. So a journey that started potentially about 2 years ago, and this might have been a very deep karmic journey that you were going on, a karmic release. This is the ending of that. And this is you being freed. This is the release into freedom, liberation. So it really is like, yep, releasing some heavy burdens and breaking free into the sun, into the light, stepping into the light. And so it just feels like, thank goodness, okay, that's over. So let's see, we have, as hopes and fears, the Nine of Swords. This is like stress, worry, anxiety, fears, because it might have been that you've been in that kind of darker energy or darker place, or it's like, you know, this is sleepless nights or worrying about things or phantoms energy kind of coming in. But that's kind of fear itself, a fear of being worried about something, because I'm not feeling that so much. You know, with the Sun and the Ace of Cups, there's beautiful healing coming through, revitalization coming through here, vitality and joy, the birth of joy. So we've got the Six of Cups, the King of Swords, and the Five of Cups. And this is where there's like this very strong emotional detachment from the past, a break from the past. And even though some old memories might be coming up, some old energies might be coming up, I feel like you're the King of Swords. You're very much like, yes, no, just making decisions from this fairly emotionally detached kind of rational place, almost clinical. But it's like, I've got new plans now, and I'm not going to let the past and past relationships or past emotional energies hold me back. I've got my own decisions and I'm the master of my own mind. I'm the creator of my own reality. I'm making my own plans, and very much stepping into your power of perhaps there's a new strategy, a new plan that comes in here. So we've got the Ace of Cups coming through, which is really beautiful. And so I feel like you're kind of in control of your own mind. You step into your own mental power with what you're creating and seeing through the decisions you're making and the reality that you're creating in your world at this moment in time. And that's going to be very healing, absolutely really healing for you with this Ace of Cups. It's a new emotional beginning. You're being freed from that South Node in your sign, finally. It's taken a while. It absolutely has. And this is the joy, the healing, the release, the love, the birth of love. So yeah, it's really nice. And so if you're having any kind of relationship dramas or struggles or anything like that, this is really positive energy to come in around that. It's new, fresh energy. So you're being released from some of those heavier energies around, especially around relationship stuff. I get a lot of relationship stuff here, but this young Emperor's got a new sense of purpose, new ambitions, new directions is wanting to go in. So trust what that is. So yeah, let's see what it's like. Let's see what charm we have for you. We have the star. Beautiful. The star. And the star does represent the star card as well, in a way. The star is where you are shining brightly in the darkness. It's the light in the darkness. And that's really feeling like you've gone through this passage of time with the nodes over the last 2 years, with all the eclipses. And there has been darkness. There is dark times around this. A lot of unknowns, a lot of going through, like feeling like we've gone through the birth canal. And it's been like this journey. And finally you're coming out, and whatever it was that needed to kind of transform in that process has gone through a major transformation, and you're ready to kind of step into new life, into the birth. That's what the Ace of Cups is, the birth. So the light, the star is that guiding light, the sense of feeling more hope for the future, feeling more hopeful, and feeling like that you've been guided. You've really been guided towards where you're at this moment in time, and acknowledging the journey through the darkness or the hard times, the unknowns, all of that sort of stuff, and knowing that that light is there guiding you, which is really beautiful. So that is, yeah, you kind of stepping out into the light. So that is your reading, Scorpio. I'm going to take it over to the extended reading now, because I feel like, yeah, there's this beautiful sense of rebirth, revitalization, making some really good choices and decisions now, an emotional break from the past. It feels like a breakthrough or reset, like, thank God this is over. Let's see where the new cycle is bringing you here, because this young Emperor's got the new ambitions, wanting to see some different and more positive results coming through. And so let's see, well, what's coming in with it. What is this magician manifesting here and imagining and creating in your world? What is this potent vision that can come through? So we're going to look in the near future, the future beyond, and just delve deeper into this. So that's all in the extended reading. Love it if you come over. The link is in the description box below. Usually pin the link to the comments as well. And as I mentioned, that's hosted through my Patreon community, so you also get access to a whole heap of other premium content. And please like, subscribe, share, leave a comment. Scorpio, love to read your comments, and take care.